Hey everyone. Sorry that the lighting is so bad in here. It's pretty dark in the house. It's been a dreary day outside, so I apologize for the lighting being kind of off. But anyways, I just wanted to share a couple of minutes of something that really has had an impact on me over the last week or so. For those of you that weren't at Bible study on Thursday, it was awesome. I want to give a shout out to Jackie. She did an absolutely incredible job, and I so appreciate everybody who's been stepping up to the plate and just, taking the time to spend time in the Word and prepare for our Bible studies because it was incredible, and it really has had a major impact on just how I function throughout my day. What the teaching was on, for those of you that weren't able to attend, what the teaching was on was gratitude, and really being having an attitude of gratitude. I know that's totally cheesy, but really learning to have that no matter what life situations throw at you. And one of the questions that we were kind of talking through and talking over throughout the Bible study was, um, you know, what differences do we have as Christians than non-Christians in our life? Like, what kind of attitude of gratitude do we have throughout our day, in the middle of life situations? Do we have compared to others that don't have faith and aren't believers? And it really has just had a major impact on the way I respond to situations over the last week. It's kind of made me um, kind of evaluate how I respond to situations and how I really, I guess, just respond to situations. Because I was thinking of, like, even like an example like this is that, you know, a lot of times when we say, for instance, we get on the highway and there's bumper to bumper traffic because there's a major accident in front of us. Our initial reaction is, at least my reaction is, darn it, I'm going to be sitting here in traffic. This is so annoying and so frustrating, and all these negative emotions arise. And this teaching has kind of made me question and made me realize that in a situation like that, really what my Christian response needs to be is, A, pray for the people, because those are lives and those are, families that situation is going to have, quite an impact on. um, and also have an attitude of gratitude that, I'm safe, and that I do have a car that's fully functioning, and that God's angels have protected me on the road, and that it wasn't me in that car accident. I mean, just flipping that situation around allows us to have so much more of a positive, joyful attitude and outlook on life. So that's just kind of been one of the examples that I've been thinking about. Another example is, a lot of times, the days before you got to go into work, or even the morning of, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. Life is, da da da. I'm just like, I've got so much on my plate and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, instead of doing that, what about having an attitude of gratitude and saying, first of all, in the midst of crazy economy, both myself and my wife not only have jobs, but are doing things that we completely and thoroughly enjoy doing. God provided those for us. He provided the finances that we can have a roof over our head, that we, have food on the table, that we can turn on the heat, we can turn on the AC when we're hot, we can turn on the heat when we're cold. We, have clothes on our back, more clothes than we can possibly ever need. It's just all of these little things, and it's like, instead of me waking up and saying, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, I don't feel like going to work, whatever, but really having an attitude of being grateful and just appreciative that God even gave us a job. And it's those kind of things, it's another thing. It's really made me kind of be aware, when I wake up in the morning, just thanking God about the fact that, I have legs that I can get myself out of bed with. You know, um, I have a mouth that I can speak. I have ears that I can hear. I have my eyesight that I can see the world. Just so many things that we take for granted. One of the things that I was sharing at Bible study was, for a year of mine and Brittany's life, we didn't have a steady income. Both of us were, unemployed, just kind of making kind of working on odds and end type of work. And God just totally provided for us. And it was throughout that time period that I realized how grateful I was just for the little things in my life. And, little things, not necessarily little things, but food on the table every single day, 3 times a day, having a meal, and a roof over my head. And, the fact that we have 2 fully functioning cars. Just those type of things, and being grateful. And it was that kind of a humbling experience for myself and my wife that made me really grateful. And now when I say grace before a meal, I'm really, really grateful. Not just saying it because it's kind of the routine and what I do, but really being grateful, because throughout that time period and that year, I learned that, there could be time periods where food is not available in our life. And even throughout that entire year, God provided 3 meals a day, provided a roof over our head. We were never late on our bills. Financially, if you looked at it on paper, we should have gone down the tubes, and we never did. And it's only by the grace of God that we didn't. And so, all this to say that I want us to learn to get better at having an attitude of gratitude and being grateful for every little aspect of our life. I know that, Vanessa, what an incredible job of just vocalizing how her attitude of gratitude at work has changed the atmosphere at work, and praying for coworkers, and praying for, just being grateful for all the little things, and how that, is that joy and that attitude is really, um, what was I going to say? It just multiplies throughout. It really impacts the world around us. So, anyways, I hope that really it really was kind of a shake up, wake up, kind of a teaching for me. And I hope that in, some way that is for you as well, and that we learn to have an attitude of gratitude every single day of our life. And how that's going to impact not only our own mental health and not only our own spiritual walk, but those around us as well. So I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic week. This Friday, which is December 9th, we are going to be having an outreach. I'll be posting on our Facebook page information, but we're going to meet on Cedar Springs and Throckmorton at Pandas at 7:30 for dinner. And then we're going to walk across the street and hand out hot cocoa and do some Christmas caroling. Just have a wonderful time just sharing the love of Christ with our community. So I hope many of you can join us. We love you. We hope you have a wonderful week, and I so look forward to chatting with you next Monday. Talk to you then. Bye.